Hello, hello. There we go. Hello, 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 hello. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I can hear myself twice. Stop, 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 stop. There we go. Now that I know that that's working and is on, we're going to turn it off so I can't hear myself. And we're here. Goodness gracious. It's been so long since I've done this, and it was all terrible. JVN, how are you? So good to see you. How was your day? Not sure why that's not working. Oh, goodness. Did you see the new Overprime character? Have you been playing it all? And now you have something to watch. Well, I'm glad you have something to watch now. Always super fun. Do I need to unlock her at all? Does she have any skins? There she is. Half the buyer. Okay. Does she have any skins? She does. Dance Team Captain. That's her skin. Dimensional Traveler is her base. I feel like Dance Team Captain should have been her base, and then you switch to Dimensional Traveler. Brodag! Welcome. Oh, okay. Well, we gotta try and get her. We gotta try and get her. Let's do training grounds real quick. Get a feel for how Zena plays. All right. Well, my bad. Didn't realize that was gonna be so insane.
It's time.
I did see the early access announcement, and I think, okay. So I'm gonna have a couple thoughts from what I've seen about that early access announcement. One, it felt like a giant slap in the face to Predecessor. I agree that I think they'll have both maps on early access release. I think it's a giant slap in the face to Predecessor that Pred released theirs yesterday and today's is Overprime's. Aside from that, what's up? I think the Overprime. So okay, there's a lot of thoughts here. Now I gotta like process them together. I think the Predecessor trailer was frankly dated and pretty awful. And I thought that yesterday, right? We'll talk about it more on. They did just like 20 minutes ago, Brodak. Literally, like not that long ago. Let's see, Overprime updates. It was. Okay, I guess it was about an hour ago. My bad. I think the Predecessor one was very, very dated feeling and very generic feeling. And again, I felt that before I even saw the Overprime one. Looking at the Overprime one, I think Overprime's is better. I don't think it's great still. I think they're both kind of lackluster. Overprime's felt a little bit like it was kind of forced out because of Predecessor. I still think it was better than Predecessor's, but I don't think Predecessor's or Overprime's was really great. That's my feeling on it, honestly. Like, it's just meh. Though I think it's hilarious that it's literally going to be a week after Overprime or Predecessor launches that Overprime comes out. Huge thunder stealing. Did I just take damage? Wait a second. Builds up energy, leaps forward. 204 damage? Who's your favorite character so far in Overprime, Countess? I mean, you might say Countess, and that's fine. At level 2, that her right click does 200 damage. That's kind of nuts. 80% physical power scaling, 130 base, Deals all damage to all enemies, increasing attack speed for 15 seconds. Charging and damage can increase if the hero builds up energy for longer. Killing an enemy resets the cooldown. So does that mean it's 204 at max charge? Or is that base charge? Oh, dude, the Countess skin looks so good. Dude, I've been loving Grux, actually, this test. All right, let's test this out. Let's see if I just right-click. 163. Guys, also, let me know if volume is too loud or anything like that, or I'm too quiet. Well, it's been a long time since I've streamed, and I had some issues, so it's not exactly an ideal setup regardless. But, all right, so 163 before. 306? What? At level, hang on, let me reset levels. V, not kill player hero, reset level. Just here for right now. I was going to do both, and then it fell apart 5 minutes beforehand, so I ended up just being here. All right. So level 1, will they introduce Adele in early access? I would hope so. But originally they've promised a new Paragon hero every month and a new original hero every 3. So since we're just getting Zena, that could mean we won't get Adele or somebody else until February. Or it could mean they'll drop another original hero on early access release, and then it's 3 months from that point. So we'll have to wait and see. So level 1, right there, 115. All right. I think that is fine. Plus she gains 10% attack speed for 5 seconds afterwards. That's a pretty good ability.
Not yet.
Come on, cooldowns. Right click, full charge, 215. Wait, so she didn't... So 143 must be the median damage. Because I did less than that on no charge and more than that on full charge. Right? Less? Yeah, 115. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Keep hitting the wrong button for that. Alright, let's do Q and E now. Q spins to cut nearby enemies for 89 damage. Excuse me, grants a shield for 53 damage for 3 seconds. 40 bonus shield granted for each enemy hit. Zena's ult is like Master Yi. Yes, I thought Old Fiora, very similar to that as well. I think it's probably one of the strongest ultimates in the game because from what I can think about right now, it's the only ultimate that doesn't leave the person targetable during it. And that is insane. Old Fiora ulti, to me that's kind of nuts that they would even go that route, because Old Fiora ulti was well known for being probably one of the strongest ults in the game. So it's a little weird to me that they would put an ultimate like that in this game, but I love it at the same time because I loved Old Fiora. So it's one of those things. All right, so 53 shield on Q cast. Ooh, that cast is very strange. Jungle carry. She could be a melee carry. I could see that for sure. I think solo lane, she'll get bullied right now. Mid lane, she'll have a rough time, but her right click is a nice gap close. And if she gets a kill, it resets. That's the insane thing, is she's going to be able to go in, get a kill, and get out, which is very much unlike a lot of people in the game right now, too. So that Q is way slower than I think it is. The question, so it says 40 bonus shield granted for each enemy hit. Does that include jungle camps? Because if so, she's a jungler. 100%. Wrong side. This one. There we go. If she gets, so B53 plus 80, so she'd get 133 shield. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I'm getting my butt kicked, but I also have no light, so. Gracious. Guide to jungle camps in training mode. That's me. That's how good I am at this game, guys. Does not look like she heals or she shields from all 3 camps or minions in the jungle camp. Doesn't mean she's bad though. Zena looked really basic and didn't fit with the Paragon character design. I agree, she doesn't fit with the Paragon hero design for the Paragon heroes that are in the game currently. I think she absolutely, like Greystone is even simpler than Zena is, right? But I also don't think it's a bad thing. I think starting with a very basic character as your first original character in the game is perfectly okay. Honestly. The fact that her right click is her attack speed is kind of wild. The only thing, so her cooldowns are really long for a jungler, and that's my biggest concern for trying to make her, right? Like, so maybe I buy items and it'll be fine. I need to probably give myself gold first. Oh, items can't be purchased while I'm dead. Rip. Right, so theoretically I'm going to start with a leash. Her lore is kind of okay. Her lore was a little weird to me. It was a little weird to me. Because it's Shinbi's wolves came to get her from another dimension. And that just is a little generic. It seems like you could have done a lot more with it. Alright, so not a buff. Let's start with a buff. Let's start red buff. She does have some lore. And once I get out of this, I'll look into it. We can read it together. So, to do skill cooldown, whoops, reset level. So at level 1, realistically, you're probably taking for Q. Lowest cooldown, gives a shield and does damage. So, smite as early as possible because you want that smite cooldown up on your 3rd camp. Fine, right? Her clear is okay. I wouldn't call it great. I wouldn't call it terrible. It's not by no means on the level of like Feng Mao and Grux. That's not necessarily required. Right, then this we take away. We quickly do that. Use it for a shield. She suffer pretty hard. Barely gonna clear the camp. Now granted, I would get a leash on red buff, so I'd be slightly healthier, but not by a lot. It does not give me a ton of confidence. I go from that camp to, I mean, even if I went straight to blue buff, her shield helps. She might be a full-fledged solo laner. Her visual effects are incredible. Actually, one of my favorite things about it, if I'm honest. They're really clean, really smooth. Maybe you take her E first for the knockup, so then the camp can't do damage to you. If you give her some sustain, yeah, if you build Vamp Sword on her, first item, I think it could be decent. It should be very similar to like Aurora, Feng Mao in the offlane. I agree. It's exciting to see original heroes. Preds I want to see more of rather than just the concept art for her. Concept art is pretty easy to do, so I don't take it with a ton of seriousness, but I am excited nevertheless for it. Let's see. All right, let's fully upgrade her. Give me all the levels. Jeez, with no items, she gets to 2,300 health. 100%. All right, so max right click. Here we go, and 530. She's got a decent attack speed scaling. Oh, I also just used my right click button. Still, not terrible. What is the shield? How much shield do I get? 138 plus 80 for each additional enemy I hit. So that's really good, actually. Does her shield not fall off?
Don't rush.
Could I really? Can I realistically just build shield after shield after shield? Oh no, it's blue buff shield that I have. Never mind. She doesn't do a terrible amount of damage. She doesn't do a lot of damage just with her kit inherently at max level. I think early levels she does a good amount, but max level less so. They don't recommend... Frendera's Flask is a trap item. Don't buy Frendera's Flask, guys. It's just such a waste. It feels like they want her to kind of go this like yin-esque build. Go back to the center here, buy some items. I feel like... Yeah, I mean, you could. Theoretical full build here. So you're like an assassin more than a fighter. I think her kit feels that way. Her kit feels that way, that it's kind of like a try and get in, get out kind of vibe. She doesn't do that much damage. I guess her ultimate exists. How much damage is her ultimate? Oh my gosh, what? Her ultimate does 210 damage per attack, and the fifth one deals about 600, and full items as well, to all enemies within range. Decreases their physical defense of enemies hit by 3%. So the more times she hits them, the more damage they're taking. But she also just switch targets. So you don't want to do this in a group. You 100% want to do this with one person. And then that's the fifth slot.
Ready to have some fun?
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then pop is a big blast outwards. All right. I think a crit build on it would be insane. Right, you do like the same build as you would do on a carry or a crit Kalari. Her dash, cooldown on reset, or cooldown on kill. Cooldown reset on kill is nuts. So if I was going to go full crit build, let's see, Fanatic's Dessert for sure. Probably get this, then do the crit sword. There's no real great reason to be building Electric Stone. It gives crit and attack speed, but the passive on it's kind of meh. That's why it's only 2,000. I feel like Marauder's Watch would be a huge thing to take on.
It's my turn.
All right, Marauder's Watch. What hero from the originals would you like to see next? Oh, oof. Oh. What? Ew, is it really this much damage when you do this full build? Also, I'm critting more than 80% of the time. 1,500 damage? Are you kidding me? These are allies, right? Yeah. Oh, the fact that it follows the movement is so good. All right, so even full crit, her abilities do not do that much damage. Right, 250, 270, that was 475. Let's reset her cooldowns.
Ready to have some fun?
Full charge. 890 on a full charge right click. Wow. 1459. That's wild. I wish 215 and then 600. That's wild, dude. I wonder what's gonna go in there. Maybe it's the resistances, right? So maybe those targets don't have any resistances. And that's why, because I'm only doing 500 to the spirit. You know, short range right click just for the attack speed boost, 100% worth it. I do want to try what the range is on her Q though. If it's really long or if it's pretty short. I missed there.
Retreat quickly. Take that.
Still missed. Still missed. Really? It feels like I'm supposed to be a lot. I'd be able to hit that, but maybe not. I wish this was a toggleable thing that it reset my cooldowns instead of having to go in each time. Really? Do I have to be on top of it? Well, that's done. I'm done. Let's do jungle camp resets. All right, try this again. So I hit it from there. All right, so from the edge of this circle, it does. So it's a decent range on it. Probably Feng Mao E kind of range. Not quite from there. But there, I hit all three. I'm doing 1,000 damage for those. Wow. So yeah, if you get really fed on Zena and you're going full crit mode, you could pop off. Look at all the buffs I have. How many more can I get? Give me all the buffs. Oh, they're falling off now. Jump while she does that too. Wild. Hope it goes on cooldown. Whee. I've never seen that there's a different material in there. The problem with the early access is which map will they use for ranked? It's gotta be the Agoralith map, right? I highly, highly doubt it would be a mix. Oh, that's the Teons. If I spawn Teons, that's what's in that empty hall. All right, let's leave the lobby, go in here, look at her lore. Zena is a virtual idol trainee from another dimension who was summoned by Shinbi's phantom wolves to the planet Prime. Her sword is perfectly optimized for virtual humans like herself, allowing her to attack distant enemies and disrupt enemy formations. Together with Shinbi, Zena works to prevent an impending disaster from occurring in the galaxy. What's up, Des? That was probably the most like generic lore I've ever read my entire life. Have you played her already, Des? Oh man. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna try get into a custom real quick, so I know where Zena is on the picking screen. So start game. I want to know where Zena is, so that when I get into a quick battle, I can click right where she is. But they use dimensions in their lore. That's true. All right, so it doesn't matter. I pick jungle, for instance. When this goes down, then the hero selection screen comes up, and I need to know where she is on that screen so I can make sure and pick her right there. All right, we know. I'm more of a fan of her default skin. I agree. I think her second skin is kind of meh. What I like about their lore is that they don't focus on a single planet. I agree. So Planet Prime reminds me of Marvel Comics in kind of the Secret Wars, right? That there's the planet that kind of everyone is brought to in order to fight each other. Or not Secret Wars. What am I talking about? Man, I am blanking on it completely. All right, let's queue up though. We're gonna get her. We're gonna get her first try, chat. I believe in us. I believe. What am I thinking of? What is that? Chimera. I mean, it's a little gross, but it's fine. I might have to Google search. All right, here we go. We're gonna select jungle. Y'all, I mean, it's whoever clicks first, guys. All right, we're running duo lane. It's happening. Oh, I don't know.
I'm ready.
We got her. Let's go. We're running Zena carry. Let's do it. Battle World. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Right, where it kind of brings all the characters together. That's to me where Planet Prime is in this kind of lore, is that they're bringing people from different dimensions and different worlds and all that to a central location to fight each other. And that's kind of what the old Paragon lore was as well. Yeah, of course, somebody dodged. Big surprise. I feel like we're going to see that a couple times. And that the original Paragon lore was very similar to that, right? Shinbi and Kwang in the original Paragon lore are brother and sister. Kwang was in the game first, and then Shinbi joined later. Shinbi's entire purpose for joining was to find her brother, and found out that he went to Agora to fight, and so she went there too. And I think that's really cool that they're keeping that aspect of it, but changing it in such a way that it's more global than that too. We got the jungle. Okay. Now I just gotta, wasn't Agora a prison planet? I don't remember enough of the lore, if I'm honest. All right, we can do it. 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 Yes,
Right
2
on.
for 2,
Let's go.
chat. Let's go. Could have been some of us just speculating. Maybe that's what it was. I was big into the lore back in the day, but honestly, I remember so little of it now. Terra and Countess, I know, were enemies. Muriel and Kalari are sisters. Of course, Bellica and Murdoch work together. Yep, I feel like this is gonna be happening quite a bit here, chat. Let's go here. Go to Zena. We're gonna make her my banner. Oh, we're not gonna make her my banner. Apparently, the banner doesn't exist. Fine, we're going back to my Kalari banner then, since Des gave us a hard time. Oh, we can't. Rip. Okay, can we do it 3 for 3? I think we can. I believe in us. The weird thing about Planet Prime to me, at least in Zena's lore, is it makes it sound like Planet Prime is like a... It's like a place where people go. It's like a designated battlefield, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. Come on. All right, right about here. Right, we were on it before. We literally had it first click last time, and I'm pretty sure it was like right here, right under the S of solo lane.
My
3 for
song
3.
will lighten
Let's
my
go. Let's go. I do like the red in her sword in this skin compared to the blue. a good coloration change. I hope the video effects are red as well. What's up, Stunt? How are you? Good to see you, man. All right. Oh, are we gonna get into a game this time? Ooh. So is Zena a jungler or solo? We're about to find out. I think she's more of a solo than a jungler, but I think she could jungle. I am fantastic, man. Happy to be playing Zena. It should be super fun. They have a Zena as well, of course. No terrible surprise, but they have a Murdoch, so we're gonna lose. And a Feng Mao, so we're gonna lose. And a Gadget, so we're gonna lose. I love how fast this game loads. Truly. All right.
Will begin soon.
Let's do this. I think you still take her Q first. Ooh, that was a cool jump pad animation. Little backflip she does. I think you definitely take her Q first. Still blue visual effects. It's okay. It's not a legendary skin. I don't know why I expected red effects. Sad days. Oh, please. Yeah, I do definitely need a leash. Hello. In the name of the hero, seize these nuts. Yes, I agree.